Hey, it's Tommy with Brotherhood of the Bearded Pigs. Today, I want to talk about tents. What is the ideal tent for moto camping? Well, that's going to be determined by what your needs are. Do you need some extra space? Do you like to change inside your tent? Are you concerned about weight? There's a multitude of factors. So I'd like to go over some of the options that I've used in the past and tell you what my favorite tent to go moto camping is. Well, I figured we'd start with the largest first. Here we have this happens to be a Coleman brand, but is a 4-person dome tent. And you can see it's quite significant in size. And you're kind of restricted on any of these tents by the pole length, how narrow or wide, long the poles are going to be. In this case, the Coleman 4-person dome tent weighs around 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms. And it usually retails about $90 on Amazon or Walmart, stuff like that. Here, I it's a 0 mile mark tent that I got for free with the purchase of another product from 0 mile mark. They're a pretty cool company, but I think they're out of business now. But we're just going to label this one the white labeled 2-person dome tent. Gives you a little bit of extra room, just a gear, traditional dome style tent. Not quite the height. I can't stand up in it, but you can kneel and change clothes and all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot more compact. And it comes in around 3 pounds or 1.3 kilograms and retails on Amazon anywhere between $25 to $150, depending on what brand you pick up. The quality is going to be with the better price, the waterproofing, and the durability. But if you're just looking into getting into it and on a budget, a 2-person dome tent might be the ideal situation for you. We're going to move on to my personal favorite moto camping tent, and this is the Hike and Bike Yosemite 1-person dome tent. And this has got a modular design, and I'm going to insert a review I did last summer at Neglegon State Park right after using the tent all summer.
Take a quick sec and start this review on the Hike and Bike Zion 1-person tent that I've been using for the last 6 camping trips that I've gone on. Several moto camping trips and now a backpacking trip. And I have to say that I'm very pleased with the results of this. It is a functional tent. It is waterproof out of the box. Have not waterproofed this tent at all and slept through an overnight rainstorm and never got a drop of water on me. Perfect size for 1 person. And as you can see, I'm tucked in here very nicely. This is a very good tent and definitely a number 2 choice for me because I do prefer hammock camping.
As you can see, I'm very happy with this tent. The nice thing about it is it comes in about 4 pounds again, or 2 kilograms, and usually retails on sale for about $120 to the Hike and Bike site. The unique thing about this I liked is it's designed for backpacking or bike packing, and the pole length is considerably shorter. This bag is a little bit longer, but I just, for the pole length, will pack it like this so you can see how short that is. I could fit that in my 40-liter dry bag along with my clothes and food, and everything still stays nice and dry. I like the modular design of it as well. It comes with a footprint, and you can just do the tarp and the footprint. The poles are able to set up with just the tarp over the footprint, or you can set up the whole setup. Again, for 4 pounds, it's really not that big of a deal for me. I've taken this on multiple backpacking trips, camped with it all last year, bike packing or moto camping, and this year we're trying out something new. Considerably more expensive. I happened to win it in a giveaway, and I've been trialing it out, and I'm very happy with it. And it's going to be my go-to backpacker tent if I know that the sites aren't going to be able to be hammock friendly. And that is the 6 Moon Designs Lunar Solo 1-person backpacking tent. This thing comes in at an astounding 26 ounces. It is so light. That's 740 grams, and it retails for $260. So this might not be in everybody's budget, but if you're into backpacking and moto camping, this might be an ideal situation for you. Keep in mind, if you go to the Six Moon Designs website and you want to order this and have it ready to go, there's an additional charge for seam sealing and waterproofing and an optional fiberglass pole, which this comes with. That's why this is at this link. Or you can use a trekking pole, or if you feel like you're confident that there's something out there, you can cut a branch off of a tree or something that's going to be approximately, I think it's like 42 inches or something like that. So, and that stands up. All of these tents allow me and my heftiness and my 6-footedness to be able to lie down comfortably, to have plenty of room. The Six Moon Designs, it did rain on us at the last moto camping trip. I went on with Pops and Jeremy, and I had to stow some of my gear under a tarp on the motorcycle because there just wasn't going to be enough room in the tent. The hike and bike has a double vestibule within the dome, so you have your tent structures, and then you have sealable a tarp that goes over it, and it's got a pass-through on one side of the tent, so you can stow things and retrieve them from one end, and then you have your main door with a large vestibule, or not really large, but large enough that you can stow your dry bag, your helmet, your boots, and all that kind of stuff, and still have plenty of room within the sleeping portion of the tent. So yeah, that's what I've been using for tents. It's just a little brief preview. What are you using for moto camping? Well, do you disagree with any of my choices, or what would you recommend for the other viewers? Please comment below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Cheers.